There's a distinct relationship between capitalism and democracy. I had to write this down. It's profound. Stick with me. Here it comes. A popular socialist theory is that no connection exists between the two. They preach that capitalism can be replaced with state control and ownership without freedom of opportunity. So then how can democracy still exist? Well, it really can't to them, I suppose. I mean, they mix up the verbiage, though the word capitalism has been raped and mangled to suit the wax on the left for a long time now. They refer to communist China as state capitalism. That's like calling a hooker an escort. I mean, back to that. I mean, you're changing the name. It sounds better, but everybody's still getting screwed, right? I mean, capitalism is good, socialism not so much, and now they're trying to call it different names. It's kind of like a lot of guys call themselves progressive. You're not progressive, you're a commie. I mean, words. Knives in the United Kingdom now, you have groups there, and they're under the banner of being a conservative group of members of parliament. And they say we want a GPS tracker attached to every knife. Really, I mean, it didn't work out so good with guns. They got gun control, and now hardly anybody has a gun. But the murder rate has increased, and now people are getting stabbed instead of shot. I mean, I'd rather get shot than stabbed. I mean, good grief. But that's happening. So now they're saying, oops, we got rid of the guns. We now have more bad guys doing more bad things, but they're using knives. So I want to put these little things in every knife. I mean, imagine if you want to go serve dinner at home and you got 10 people and you pull out 10 knives. I mean, the GPSs are banging and police are banging on your door. I mean, it goes on and on. I mean, leave us alone. Bad people do bad things. What about the good guys? If a guy comes at me with a knife, can't I at least have a knife to stab him back? Better yet, I'd sure like a gun to shoot him back. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Democrats recently introduced the Journalist Protection Act, which makes it a federal crime to cause bodily harm to a journalist or to intimidate him or her from gathering information for a news report. A bill was brought, this is all because of the president, right? A whole bunch of little sissy men. They got limp wrists and not very sharp minds. They're sharp as marbles. I mean, wow. I mean, why don't you just tell the truth? That would be your best defense. Instead, they're saying, we want to continue to make stuff up as we go along here. And whenever we're intimidated or somebody won't, they don't mention the president by name, or somebody treats us badly, we want to be able to charge him. And we want this new Journalist Protection Act. I think we should have a mental act. Brr, brr, brr. Bad, bad. North Carolina lawmakers, once again, are doing something good. They're saying we're going to arm our teachers. Some teachers don't want to be armed. We get it, but if you want to be armed and you're willing to take the course and pass the course, we're going to make it worth your while. We're going to give you a 5% salary boost to all teachers who undergo basic police training. And now we have a resource. It's a teacher resource, and you're effectively an officer. And we're going to advertise that. We're going to put signage out front. And if a bad guy comes in, boom-a-de-boom, goodbye, bad guy. Shoot him. He's not supposed to come and interfere with our children. Share that with the governor of New York, because he thinks that there's no problem with that. You got a new governor, California. I'm jumping all over the place. Are you keeping up? I mean, there's a whole bunch of nonsense from the left in a lot of different states. I mean, if I went on and on, I mean, you don't have enough time. I mean, I'd be here for days telling you about all the things. I'm trying to give some highlights, right? California, there's always a highlight in California. You have a governor there recently elected who's saying no more capital punishment. The death penalty is gone now. There's been 2 referendums on this, and both times the people have said, we want to keep it. There's almost 800 inmates now that will be granted temporary reprieves through this executive order. This is a real serious thing. The country's now coming unraveled because the people said, we want capital punishment. A governor said, but I don't agree with you, and now he's removed it. He doesn't have the right to do that. I mean, I thought it was a democracy, and he's doing this with so many other things as well. The guy's dangerous. I mean, an interesting aside to him, which I need to look into a little bit more, but Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend is this crazy guy's ex-wife, and he was the mayor of San Francisco. She was the first lady of San Francisco. Doesn't seem to match or fit, does it? And she's a Fox News commentator, or was, and she's quite right-wing, and she goes out with a Trump, and she was married to this goof. Who would have known? Let me end today with one more little piece of valuable information. So many people when it comes to guns, and that governor in California, he doesn't like guns, except for him. He's got armed guards everywhere, and that's okay, but you're not allowed to do stuff. He wants to take all of those guns away from all of the good guys. 16 million gun owners, 16 million gun owners in the state of California, and he's interfering with them. They're the good guys, leave them alone. But hey, I want to leave you with this. So many people say you should always fire a warning shot. You don't want to hurt the guy. I mean, if you're that advanced and you actually have a gun, good guy, make sure you fire a warning shot. I agree. Well, a guy comes in, breaks into your house, do a warning shot, boom, and then shoot at him, boom. Hey, see you tomorrow.